It's Rabbit recapped. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. The film is based on a young girl, Luzai. In her life, 5 tiny people come. What will be the different turn in her life after they arrive, or will it be dangerous? At the beginning of the film, we see Luzai. She is the best, an active and smart girl in her school. She has a younger brother who is naughty and less eligible than his sister. He always secures fewer marks than his sister. This was the last year of these both siblings in this school. One day, their teacher reveals that top grade students will sit in the front, those who secure good marks, and then students will sit according to their marks. Additionally, she tells those who receive the highest grades will receive the award. The girl who sits with Luzai in the class, she was quite jealous of her and considers Luzai her enemy. In the house, when Luzai's parents learn that the highest marks achieving student will get an award, they become very happy. Her parents take care of her more than her brother, because Luzai always secures good marks in her class, whereas her brother was a little naughty. Luzai tells her parents about her brother, that he engages in several mischiefs in class and he doesn't pay attention to his studies. Hearing this, Luzai's parents scold her brother a lot. Meanwhile, Luzai's father places a canned box on the table that has something sweet to eat, and when her brother begins to touch it, his mother forbids him by saying, "This isn't for you. This is for my daughter," and gives her. At night, when Luzai opens that box, she suddenly goes aside. A bright light emerges from that box. Suddenly 5 tiny and inquire about Lu11's identity. Seeing these tiny people speaking, she becomes shocked and happy as well. That tiny people are talking to her. She asks about them and then introduces herself to them. The tiny people tell that we always lived in the can. During this, Luzai's mom calls her. She first decides to tell about this to her mom. Later, she remembers how her mother threw away all the pets out of the house. So, she decides not to tell anything to her mom. After measuring them, she prepares their dresses. Later, she names them according to them. One of them wishes to be an artist, so she names her artist. She was quite fond of making paintings. The second one wants to be a businessman, and the third wishes to be a doctor, because he really liked to study. Number 4 wishes to be soldier. He wants to protect people. The last one wants to be a singer. She likes to sing. Luzai also provides them with a mini house in which they can stay. As Luzai was going to bed, Doctor told her that he likes to study and he wants to go to school. Luzai agrees and tells him, "Okay, you'll come with me to school tomorrow." The next day, Luzai hides the doctor in her hair and takes him to the school. There she meets the same clever girl who was her enemy and was jealous of her. She tells Luzai that your brother hasn't taken his class today as well, on which Luzai says, "So what could I do then?" The clever girl says, "All right, then I'll go to the teacher and will tell her everything." Because she used to tell everything to the teacher, it could be said that she complains a lot. Meanwhile, a boy holds Luzai's hand and says, "Why you always blame your brother?" Meanwhile, the doctor, who was kept hidden in Luzai's hair, he opens the pant of the boy after going into his pocket. As a result, he was insulted in front of them all. All the students were laughing at him. We see Luzai's brother along with his dog go into Luzai's room. The dog takes the tiny house in his mouth and begins to shake it. They all become worried and all the tiny people were shaking. They feel like an earthquake has hit there. Meanwhile, the soldier among them hits the dog with a weapon. As a result, the dog becomes injured and his nose begins to bleed. When Luzai's brother sees this, he begins to find medicine for him. Meanwhile, his mother was about to go inside after hearing the sounds, because Luzai's brother has also kept that dog hidden from his mom. When the tiny people learn, they help him in hiding the dog. After sitting on him, the soldier takes him out from the window. At night, when Luzai learns that soldier is absent, they all go secretly to find him. Meanwhile, Luzai's brother sees the tiny people as well. Now, she tells everything to her brother. Later, her brother thanked them all that they'd all saved his dog. Later, Luzai tells that according to her mom, if my brother secures 90% marks in the papers, then she'll allow keeping this dog in the house. But he was ineligible. How could he get such grades? The doctor tells him that I'll help you. The next day, the doctor helps him, but Luzai sleeps while attempting exam. As the result announces, his brother secures good marks because he was helped by the doctor. On this, Luzai's parents scold her a lot. There, the teacher couldn't believe on Luzai's brother, that how could he secure such marks. Even now, he answers all the questions properly with the help of the doctor. His name was now included in the best students of the school. His parents now started paying attention to him. But Luzai was quite worried about this all. She sits in the rain and begins to think. Meanwhile, her friend approaches her and asks why you're sad. This was a test, and this test can't decide our future. Don't worry, everything will be all right. Later, her friend gives her a picture that was Luzai's picture made by her. Luzai goes to the tiny people and shows them that picture. She says my friend is the best artist. She paints very well, but the teacher will never let her participate in the contest because she always secures low in the test. Hearing this, tiny people become quite angry. They all plan to break the teacher's office so they could steal the painting items. The next day, all the tiny people come to the teacher's office and find the colors They all come out after taking them, but the artist was left there. Luckily, the teacher was called by someone and she escapes. Lu Zai gives the colors to her friend so she can participate in the contest. Her friend makes the painting with the artist. When the painting contest was started in the school, the low-grade students were not allowed to come, but Lu Zai shows her friend's painting to all the guests, and she talks to them in different languages. Everyone feels good, but Lu Zai comes between the show. She was being punished that she has ruined the show. She was punished to clean all the ground. Many other students come there for her help. They were all her friends. Meanwhile, an announcement is made by the speaker. The students with low grades will not participate in any contest. When all the tiny people hear that this is going to happen, they decide that they'll help all the students who are weak in their studies. Lu Zai introduces the tiny people with all of her friends. They plan that they'll help them in their tests. Now, the test day comes, but their plan ruins when the teacher asks everyone to change their seats. This is the story of all the children's childhood. But still, they manage to help everyone and pass them. Not only pass, but all the students get good marks. But the teacher learns about them all that they've passed by cheating. The clever girl told the teacher about this all, who was jealous of Lu Zai because she got the cheating papers from the classroom. Now, all these students are called to the principal's office. They were all asked who has done this. Lu Zai takes all the blame on her that she has done this all. After hearing this, Lu Zai's parents are called into the school. They tell them about her and she was also expelled from the school. Her mother scolds her badly on this. Lu Zai tells that students have been treated unfairly based on their marks. The principal becomes quite angry after hearing this, but Lu Zai's dad says, "Please don't expel my daughter from the school." Well, the principal and the teacher becomes agree with this. When the tiny people learn, they say all the weak students need to study. Hearing this, Lu Zai says, "I used to be a good student. I used to secure good marks, but since you come I couldn't get good grades." Hearing this, the tiny people become sad. After packing their bags, they go. They all come to a different place and Lu Zai's brother comes there. The doctor among tiny people says to gather all the weaker students. "We want to help everyone. We'll tell them how to study." All the students were gathered and they tell them that you should study after being together. One day, the clever girl sees the tiny people and locks them in a glass jar so they can help her in her studies. The next day, Lu Zai's brother tells her about the disappearance of the tiny people and asks her to find them, but Lu Zai says no. We should pay attention to the test this time. On the other side, the clever girl locks the tiny people in school store and put them out of the jar. Meanwhile, a rat attacks them. In the class, Lu Zai begins to go from the class after leaving her test, because now she was also worried about the tiny people, but the teacher says, "Lu Zai, if you go like this, you'll be expelled from the school." She doesn't listen to her and goes out of the class. She was finding tiny people from everywhere. Meanwhile, she hears the sound of jar breakage that came from the storeroom. She immediately goes there. All the tiny people who have become her friends now, she saves them all from the rat and she apologizes to everyone. Later, she takes them from there. After this, the clever girl comes there. She sees that there was no body there. Meanwhile, as she turns the light on, sparkles begin to emerge from it, and the fire sets there, and the fire was spread in the whole school. All the students were stuck because of the fire. The teacher helps them all and brings them out from there. Some teachers were trying to put off the fire. Lu Zai was stuck there and she saves the clever girl, who was crying because of being injured. All the students have come to the school roof after running. The tiny people bring a helicopter there with the help of Lu Zai's brother. They save everyone by throwing a rope there. All the students move forward after holding the rope with the help of their uniforms. But when Lu Zai's turn comes, the rope begins to burn because of the fire. Meanwhile, the small soldier saves Lu Zai after jumping on the rope. Everyone learns about the tiny people, that they've saved everyone's life. Later, the soldier was taken to the hospital soon. He needs blood that was matched with the teacher. Lu Zai's teacher saves the soldier by donating her blood. Lu Zai's parents have also realized it is not always getting good marks and studying all the time. There are also many things in the world, like helping others, loving others, and also caring for them. The small soldier was also now cured. At the end of the film, we're shown that Lu Zai is awarded as the best student. She tells everyone that we should work hard and always pass with good grades. Everyone claps for her. In the end, the tiny people begin to go after saying goodbye to Lu Zai, to their real world from where they came, and no one knows about it, from where they have come. While going, the artist girl gives her painting to Lu Zai, in which Lu Zai was with them. Always be happy and take care of others as well. The film ends with this. That was all from the video. I hope you liked it. Subscribe for more content like this and hit the like button to help us out. Also leave a comment if you want us to recap your favorite movie. Until next time, take care.